Drills Talk, episode 40. In this episode, we're going to discuss the top 4 methods to push through difficulty. A lot of us go through difficulty, a lot of us can get through it, but some of us get stuck in it. This is based off of a blog I wrote entitled Rolling Through the Storm. It's basically how to get through when you're going through something that you feel is the biggest issue you've ever been through, the hardest thing you ever had to get through, and you're in the middle of it. What do you do? How do you handle it? How do you get out of it? Let's talk about it, because I've been through a lot, and I can definitely help. Drills Talk, episode 40. Congratulations to me for getting to 40. Thank y'all for helping me get to 40. In this episode, we're going to discuss the top 4 methods to getting through or pushing through difficulty. So before we get started, please like, please subscribe, please share, show your love however you would like to show your love. Every Monday here, we have a new blog. Every Wednesday, new Drills Talk, new vlog. Every Friday, a new beat produced by me. I take no weeks off. It's a great channel to follow. Whoever's already following, thank you for subscribing. Whoever's going to hit that subscribe button because of this video, thank you, and thank you for joining. Let's get to it. Number one. Number one is to find your why. You have to know your why when you're going through the storm and rain is hitting you in the face and the wind is smacking you and you're just like, oh my goodness, how am I going to get through this? You have to know your why. Why are you doing it? Why are you even going through this storm? What are you working on that you're, getting this kind of pushback? What are you striving for that you feel that the world is saying, you know what, he or she, you don't really want this. Let me push, let me throw some things at them and see if they're going to crumble. What is it that you're trying to change in your life? What's your why? Is it your children? Are you, the oldest of your siblings? Are you trying to set a good example? Are you trying to provide for your family outside of that, like your whole family, your entire family? Are you the one in the family, like you're the golden goose of the family? So if you don't make it, you're pretty much, your family's stuck to where, whatever status they are now. What's your why? Do you want to become a millionaire, the first millionaire in your family? Whatever your why is, it has to be so strong that it's the ultimate umbrella. Even when you're getting pelted in the face with rain, even when, you're slipping and sliding because there's so much water on the ground that, you can't even hardly stand and the wind is pushing you all over the place and you have to have a reason to take that next step forward. Find your why. It would get you through so much, but you have to be honest with yourself as to what your why is. And it has to be honesty, because if it's not strong enough, that wind is going to blow you off your feet and you're going to have that rain pouring on you while you're laying in a puddle. So please be honest with yourself. Find your why. Make sure what you're chasing is worth the chase, because if there's a reason to stop, you are going to stop. Number two is to believe in yourself. Whatever it is you're trying to do, whatever it is you're going through, you have to believe in yourself. If this is the biggest storm you've ever been through, I know it can be kind of hard to believe in that you can get through something that you've never gotten through before. This is the biggest thing you ever done. What you would need to do is tell yourself, hey, this is the biggest thing. I don't know how exactly I'm going to get through it right now. But what I do know is I had other issues and I got through them. I had other issues that at that time may have seemed like the biggest storm that I've ever had to go through, and I got through it. So I can get through this one. No, I don't know how. I don't really have a plan, but I have a why, and I'm going to go for it because of fill in the blank with your why. Believing in yourself is definitely needed. You have to have some sort of self-confidence, because at some points in your struggle, there's nobody going to be around that, one, knows what you're going through in totality, or two, you want to share, what you're going through and, be specific about it. So you may be alone a lot of times, a lot of instances in your storm. So you have to have that self-confidence. You have to be able to look within or call a timeout during your storm, and you're still going to get poured on, but you can go ahead in your head, and just think and say, okay, well, this is where we are right now, and this is where we need to be, and this is where I'm going to go. And because you believe in yourself, you're confident in what your plan was, and you're going to do that. And you're going to struggle, but you're going to get through because you believe in yourself. Self-confidence is something you definitely need to build. If that's something you have problems with, The easiest way to do it is to make small, you know, goals and accomplish them, knock them out. Small ones. Even if you say, oh, that's too easy, do those, do a lot of them, and say, you know what? They may be easy, but I knocked out 3 goals. And then, you know, the next day you say, okay, well, I'm gonna do 5 goals. And I'm gonna knock those small things out. It's like, you know, I can knock these out. I can knock out 10 things then. If I can knock out 10 small things, I can knock out 2 big things. And before you know it, you're handling things like this. And that confidence is because of all those small things you knocked out. It works. Believe in yourself. You have to help yourself help yourself. Build yourself up, you know? It's not anybody's job to do it. Of course, there's people out there that want to help, but you have to want the help and you have to want to help yourself. And if you don't, you're going to crumble. You need the self-confidence for the storm you're going through right now or you're about to go through. So please work on yourself, build yourself, love yourself. Number 3. Number 3 is to understand it isn't permanent, but with a caveat. It's only not permanent if you work through it. You know, this is not one of those storms, you know, real life storm. You're standing in the rain, the storm's going to pass, right? In a life storm, if you're going through something and you're not doing anything to fix it, it's not going anywhere and it's not running out of rain. You know, it's going to tear you down until you have nothing left. You know, if you have something to lose and you stand there in the rain and stand there in the storm, you're going to see your possessions go away. You're going to see some relationships go away. You're going to see that job that you love go away because you're not fighting. You're not pushing through. You have to care. You have to, you know, have some sort of love for what it is you're trying to get through, what's on the other side of that rain. It has to be something there. That's why your why is so important. Because if it's not, and you're just getting trounced and it's like, oh my goodness, it's not stopping. Understand that it's not permanent as long as you're working towards getting out of it. That can help you. Is like, I have a why. Yes, I do have a why. I believe in myself. Yes, I believe in myself. And also, as long as I'm taking and putting this foot in front of the next foot, I know that this storm is going to cease. Eventually, that sun's going to peek out and only the ground will be wet. And then I'll be walking. And then eventually the ground will dry and it'll be a sunny day. And then I'll be a stronger person because I went through it and I believed in myself. And that why got me through. And that why is going to get me through the next time. My self-confidence is going to get me through the next time. Understanding that it's only temporary. As long as I work, it's going to get me through. You help yourself. You do this stuff. You can do it. You just have to understand that all that stuff that you think is out there, it's all in here. It's all in here. Everything is within you already. You just have to dig a little bit, maybe dig deeper if you haven't seen it in yourself yet. And you'll find it, and then you'll understand what I'm talking about, and you'll be ready to rock out the next time you're in a storm. Number 4, find temporary escapes. So I did, touch on calling like a mental timeout and going within, your little halftime huddle in your head. Whatever your escape is, me, I enjoy doing music, but it's my escape too. If I'm going through something, I'll come down here, and if I'm not making music, I'm listening to music or writing music. That really calms me down, that, helps me get through what I have to get through. Yes, when I go to sleep and I wake up in the morning, that issue's still there, but it gave me a little temporary escape to just say, hey, the things you love is still around. Things you like doing is still around. If you need to be around people and because of the pandemic, you can't, or if you're watching this and the pandemic is over, great. And you can just go out with your friends, have a drink, go and have a dinner, just bug out, relax. Yes, you do have a problem. Yes, you are going through a storm, but you're going to give yourself a little temporary escape. Don't go there thinking about what's going on. You already know what's going on. Relax, escape, give yourself a break. And when you go home, then you can go back to doing it. Whatever it is you need to do for your temporary escape, please do that, because we are human. It is normal to get tired. It is normal to question yourself, but we're not going to do that too long. We're going to set timers on that. We're not going to allow ourselves to sulk too long and let that rain just spatter all over us and drench our clothes and smack us in the face and the wind blow us all over the place and we're just getting beat up like a rag doll. We're not allowing that. We're going to take a temporary time out. We're going to go in our heads and we're going to plan. We're going to go out with our friends. We're going to listen to music. We're going to work out. We're going to play video games if that helps you, calm down. By all means, whatever it takes to help you calm down, do that. As long as it's not hurting anybody. You know what I mean? I don't want to, it makes me feel good going out beating people up. Go to a gym and train. You know what I mean? So that's what you need to do. Then go train and do it the right way. Whatever it is you need to do it. Help yourself and understand that, you have to have some sort of positivity about a storm. It's like it's making you stronger. And no, it's not your friend, but you're going to turn it into an asset from going through it. You can make it. You can do it because you believe in yourself. This is the top 4 methods to pushing through difficulty. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. It's drills.com. Check this out. It's Drills.